Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Indie Spectrum podcast with myself, Josh, and co-host Snowy.
Oh, Snowy, whatever my name is.
One of the two,
What?
Owen. Snowen.
Snowen.
It's Snowen. Get it?
Snowen's gaming.
It's.
I wish it was snowing. Snowing. Puns.
I wish. Yeah, I do like.
I'm clicking a pen and it's picking it up on my recording. I am sorry, Josh.
I forgive you. I forgive you.
Okay.
I know exactly. It's just one of those nervous things that you do. You're just like, just waiting for stuff to happen, for me to start a podcast, and you're like, what the fuck, he's not saying anything. And then he starts saying stuff and you keep on clicking the pin. I've done that before.
I do it all the time. I do it while I'm playing video games while recording, so it's kind of... It's not good.
That's impressive.
Yep.
Do you only use one hand for playing video games?
All the time. It's probably why I'm really bad at video games.
You might want to look into using two hands.
I'm ill. I'm allowed to be.
That is a good point. Owen's all sickly. He's got like scurvy or mange or something.
I'm losing my legs.
Oh, are they being chopped off?
Yeah, they've. One has already been chopped off. The other one is slowly dying of gangrene.
Fair enough.
Can legs be dyed by gangrene? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can. They just kind of go mouldy and drop off.
That's exactly what my legs are doing.
Nice.
So, Josh, what games have you been playing this week?
Yeah, I was like, none of this is indie games.
Well, go off my legs.
Recently I've been playing some Out There. After I did my videos on it, I was kind of got tired of it buggering up, because there's a kind of UI bug when you play it on the PC, because obviously you have to play it through an emulator, so it's a bit dodgy anyway. So I just loaded it onto my Nexus, and I've been playing it a little bit, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm just kind of annoyed that it's not out yet, because it stops me when I get to a certain point. It's like, we haven't finished the game, but this is the beta, this is as much as we've done, sort of thing. I'm like, no, release the damn game already.
I remember when we played it at Eurogame. Is it Eurogamer? Did we go to Eurogamer? Which one?
Yeah, we went to a Eurogamer, yeah.
That was the one we went to. We played it there, and I sucked at it. But I sucked at many games at Eurogamer. The only game that I didn't suck at was Fluffy Space Princess. Was it Fluffy Space Princess? I don't know. What was it called? Love is in a dangerous space time.
The same thing, obviously, as Fluffy Space Princess. Someone should make that game, by the way.
Sorry, I got mixed. I got confused between Lumpy Space Princess and Love is in a Dangerous Space Time, so I kind of tried to merge them both together.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We're in a spaceship and we have to shoot aliens and stuff. Oh my god.
So I do like your Lumpy Space Princess. On the form of Love is in a Dangerous Space Time, I still don't know when it's coming out, but it's awesome.
Yeah. What I've done actually is, from Eurogamer last year, I had a preview written up, and I hadn't given it to my editor for thegamejar.com, and I was looking through some old documents, and I realized, hang on, I haven't actually given this in. So I kind of went through it a couple of times, just edit it a bit, and I put it up. There's a whole paragraph. Cool. I know, it's awesome. Some of the things I wrote, I don't even remember writing clearly, because there's a whole paragraph where I use like sex and bondage metaphors to describe this game. Hang on.
What?
Well, it's like, it's lovers in a... I was kind of taking a play on the lovers bit of Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. Hang on.
How did you get... I just saw two little comfy little people just floating about in a awesome ball thing.
I know,
saving rabbits and frogs. That's all I got from that game. And Space Piranha, which were evil.
you're entirely right, but for some reason I clearly got bored and or distracted by something. I don't even know.
You obviously had other things on your
but
mind.
This is maybe, but I hope not. Well, maybe I do. Let's find out. I'll read you the first sentence of this paragraph.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a very long paragraph, but it starts off. The game shows more interest in being a dominatrix than a normal, well-adjusted partner.
What?
That's the first sentence. It beats you, and you will savor the sting of its whip as you start from the beginning, trying to win its affections.
Did you actually give this to Game Jar?
I did. It's going to be published on the internet.
It's going to be published on the internet. This is so going in the description, so people can read it.
I know,
oh my
right?
god!
It's
why? Why on earth?
I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about the kind of lovers part of Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time a bit too hard.
I think you were. It was like there was that game that you were talking about that was supposedly about sex. I don't know what it was about. I can't remember the name of it. But you were talking about that at the same time we were playing Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time, so it could have been that.
Oh, there is a video game released a couple of months ago. I can't remember what it's called, and I never played it. I think because it cost money and I didn't have any. But it was about consensual, like, dominatrix stuff in relationships, where, you know, you're a bit rough on your partner while you're having sex or something. You
have some... What on earth do you watch and read to find these things?
Well, recently I've been watching Avatar, The Last Airbender. I don't know. That's probably nothing to do with it.
It's probably the bender part of it.
Back to indie games.
Yeah, back to indie games.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing that, and... wait, no, I haven't been playing that. I've been playing Out There, which is an amazing... I think the developers get kind of annoyed because their game is a little bit like FTL, but without the combat and more awesome narrative bits going on.
Okay.
Because it's all about... You're all stranded in the middle of space and you have to get home. And you travel from star to star.
Cool.
Gathering resources from planets, encountering alien artifacts, and like random events happen to you that either give you or take away resources, and it's some really cool story stuff going on about the adventure of this desperate, lonely spaceman who doesn't know where he is and he's trying to get home. So yeah, take away the combat bit, add in a few more emotions, and you get...
Well, it sounds quite good. I think FTL needs a bit of emotion, so it'd be a nice change to the whole, in space, you shoot things, that's all you do.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, even after the update that FTL is going to have, I think, like next month or something, it's quite soon. But yeah, even after that, with the new narrative stuff going on, it's never going to be the same game as Out There, because Out There is more about the actual journey, your encounters, and it's a bit more impactful just because it's not got any high adrenaline combat situations going on. You're just like, suddenly this happens and your spaceship explodes and you're like, no, lonely spaceman,
poor spaceman. Okay, exactly. Cool.
And I've been playing Strike Vector, which is kind of like a flying FPS. It's not very what word should I use?
Finished. Deep.
No, okay. I think it's coming out like today or tomorrow. It's finished.
So it's quite finished then.
Yeah, exactly. It's just not very deep. It's good, solid FPS style shooting, but you're also in a small spaceship, kind of like Minor Wars 2031 or whatever it was called.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So Snowy, what are you up to?
This week I've been playing. Except trying to be alive, I've been playing. I played a lot of Last Chance Supermarket.
I saw your video on that. It's very interesting.
That was so strange. I genuinely, when I play a game on my channel, I've never played the game before, and it is such a weird game where you've got a shop basically for things in a supermarket. You get a list of things that you have to buy, and you have to run around before the shop closes and buy the things you need without buying too many of the crap that you don't need. But there are like other shoppers in the way, and if you collide with another shopper, you just explode. And I was so scared when that first happened, because I had no idea what was going to happen. And there are so many brilliant moments where you're just thinking, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and then this guy, another shopper, just kind of T-bones you, and you're like, God damn you, why did you do this to me? Or you like, because I've completed it, I've only been able to complete it once, because I've just ended in so many crashes of just because as you spend more and more time in there, more and more shoppers get there, and you're like, I can't move. But I was able to get all 26 items on the list and then made it to the checkout, but I'd realised I'd bought 3,226 things that I didn't need. So I was like, oh, okay.
How?
Because my tactic by the end, because I was getting quite annoyed, was press space until I get everything, and then everyone else can't buy, because the shoppers buy the stuff. They buy the stuff off the shelves, so if you don't get there quick enough, you just don't get anything, and you're like, oh, damn it. So that's what I played. I'm still completing the novelist. I'm starting to play a game that I'd never played that came out ages ago, Swords and Sorcery. I haven't played that game. I've only just bought it though, so I'm going to start playing that soon. Apart from that, I haven't been doing much. Been doing vlogs and stuff. So I've been doing ill. Ill's fun. Still playing Stonehearth, but yay, Stonehearth's cool.
Oh yeah.
So have you got any indie news this week?
This week I'm a little bit hard pressed for it. It's been a slow week, which is and isn't a good sign. Nothing to shout about apart from a few release dates.
Yeah, there's
Jazzpunk.
not been much. Jazzpunk. I was watching the video. Awesome music, by the way, at the start. The music is cool the whole way through. I don't really know what the game's about, except there are people that don't seem to be there that look like they're cardboard.
Yeah, that's one of the few things I have a problem with that game. It's very good trailers, but unless they're like trying to sell the vibe of the game to me somehow, there's not really much gameplay that I can understand from those trailers. It's just like, oh, a guy explodes, oh, the guys get crushed, oh, you're running along a telephone pole, I think. Oh, and then there's a live action sequence of some guy getting his brains fried. I don't understand.
Well, there was, in the one I watched, there was a woman jumping off a diving board, but it looked really stupid because she was just made of wood, and I was like, she just looks like she's falling through the air. And then there was this other guy that supposedly was a mob boss that he was just like pushing over. I was like, I don't see how this can be a game at this moment in time. It probably will be. It probably is quite story driven. Apparently it's quite funny. That's probably part of the comedy side, that they're made of cardboard.
Maybe. It looks like there's some physics stuff going on in there, but I've also heard that Jim Sterling is going to be one of the voice actors in it. So that's weird.
I don't know who Jim Sterling is.
Voice actor,
who's Jim Sterling?
Oh, he's the big bloke from The Escapist. what's it called? What's his series on The Escapist? He's got a video series.
I don't know.
The words escape me.
Okay, I'll find it. Okay, I'll find it. It's fine. I don't know, but I'll type in The Escapist and look. Apart from that, I don't know any other games that should be coming out soon except Towerfall for the PC. Hopefully.
Oh, when's that coming out?
I think it's February. Yep, I am definitely looking forward.
By the way, sorry.
Jimquisition. Okay, I'll have a look.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but it was like a flash of suddenly realizing what I was supposed to be saying.
Okay, so apart from that, anything else? Any other releases?
I don't know. It's just out there, supposed to be coming out sometime in the next couple of months. So I'm looking forward to that. I think you can get it for like $4 from a humble widget, and you get the beta. But you know, if you want a full game and not be stopped halfway through playing it, then maybe you should wait until it comes out, I guess.
Okay. I was going to ask you a question.
Ooh, Snowy's mystery questions. I missed
Snowy's mystery. Yes, these are Snowy's mystery questions. What do you think about the way that multiplayer is going at the moment? Because I have fond memories of multiplayer in my times of playing games, but I've always preferred playing co-op with someone next to me. All my fond memories of playing multiplayer has never been over the internet, really. It's not that great, but I remember playing like Mario Kart Double Dash with someone next to me and kind of blocking their view, and people say you're cheating, but that's the whole point. You're supposed to kind of cheat a little bit just to make it fun, and there's Nidhogg at the moment that's just been released, that's got an offline co-op mode. I just feel that more games should have an offline co-op mode, but I don't really have anyone that would play offline co-op mode with me except my brother. When I was 5, people would play with me.
Oh, equals Snowy and his game friends.
Well, we'll have to get together, and I'll come down and we'll play some co-op games.
Well, that's what I'm excited about. In March, you're crashing at my house, yeah?
Yes, we are crashing. Yes, and we can play some.
Play all of the video games.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on this kind of area at the moment?
Okay. So I've got kind of 2 different thoughts about it. I love local multiplayer. I think if you're making a multiplayer game, you would be insane not to have that as at least an option. But the problem I have at the moment is that because I've moved from where I was, where I went to school and stuff like that, I don't have that many mates around that have the time to come to my house and play video games. So if I want to play Samurai Gun, for instance, I have to do it versus the computer, and that gets I'm not going to say too easy, because they could still kick my ass, but it's never going to be the same. And having an online multiplayer component to say Nidhogg, it's online multiplayer. I've played like a few games here and there, just when I have 10 minutes to kill.
Just for fun.
It's spectacular multiplayer. It is a bit laggy, but Nidhogg is just so good. It's amazing. Anyway, for the multiplayer side of things, I love local multiplayer. And this may not be a factor for like anyone that listens. I don't know. Maybe you can answer in the comments section. But
yes,
for me, as a YouTuber, playing games with people in America is very difficult when they're not online. For instance.
Yeah.
That's a factor that comes into it for me. I want to play these indie games, but I can't because there's no one sat next to me, which it's a problem.
Yeah, I just think that they should always kind of be a local co-op mode.
Absolutely.
Kind of thing that you can do with your friends, because they're always fun. Like, what's it called? The one with the swinging wangs and what's it called?
Oh,
that
Mount
game.
Your Friends.
Mount Your Friends. I have so much fun playing that with my friends. We just like kind of do flips, and it's awesome. But
is that coming out on the PC soon?
I think so. I think it's coming out soon. I don't know when though. I played it on the Xbox, but it was a lot of fun with I just seem to have a better time with people in the company rather than
definitely.
like, you know, the whole COD thing where you have to kind of everyone takes it way too seriously on the internet. Everyone takes it way too seriously. So that's my kind of intake for multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand that dedicating to saying that you're going to make a multiplayer online part of your game is a huge investment, money and time-wise, and it may not be technically possible for some games, some teams to spend their time doing that, because obviously it's not as simple as saying, oh, we've got this local multiplayer. Now, it's online now. We just added the internet. That's all we needed to do. It's not as simple as that. But it is a shame.
Yeah, so what we can take out of this is there should be more local co-op mode.
Absolutely. Smash Bros. That has to be one of my all-time favourites. For local multiplayer. And my least favourite, I would say, is Mario Party, because no one likes each other after they play Mario Party.
It's a bit like a game of Civ 5. Like, it's just like, how do people run countries if we all hate each other so much?
Yeah.
You don't. After you've finished a game of like Mario Party or Civ 5, just like the next hour or two, no one talks to each other because they've either stolen.
Shout at each other.
Yeah, they've stolen your stars.
What?
Yeah, they've stolen your stars for the ridiculous amount of times, and you're like, this is not fair.
I'm not going to murder you, but if I could, I would.
Yeah. Let's go and play a first-person shooter so I can shoot you in the face. Then I'll feel better.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think that's it. We don't have really much to say this week because of lack of news.
Yeah, it's been a bit slow, but you've got some news about your buddy, your best bosom pal, Paul Greasley.
Oh yeah, my lovely friend Paul Greasley, that is going to be hopefully on the podcast next week if we can sort out time zones, because he lives in Australia.
Yeah.
He is currently working on a game. If you don't know who I am, he's working on a game called A Fistful of Gun, one of my favourite games of all time.
You do go on about it all the time.
Yeah, it's only an alpha at the moment. But that, he says, should be releasing during the time that Under the Ocean Alpha 9 is being released in. So hopefully
Under the Ocean
next
is his other game, yeah.
And yeah, Under the Ocean is his other game that is becoming a bigger version of a game called Under the Garden. But we should have him in next week if we could sort out time zones to hopefully talk to us more about what is going to be different in Under the Ocean, and talk to us more about A Fistful of Gun if he wants to. But I'm becoming a beta tester soon. I don't know when, but he said he would send me a copy, so that'd be cool. And I also have another piece of news that the guy that created a game called Fistful of Awesome. I don't know why I like games called Fist, but that seems to be a thing with me. He is creating a PC and Mac version of that game, which me and Josh played at Eurogamer, and I found it quite fun. But I'm useless at it, like all games I am. I've only got past the second level.
It is difficult, especially with the touch controls. I mean, they're good, but
yeah,
it takes a bit of getting used to still.
I don't really play much mobile games.
Yeah, mobile games are difficult. But I have my Nexus 7, which is lovely. It has a massive crack down the middle.
Oh, lovely.
It doesn't seem to have affected it at all for some reason, but yeah.
Oh, cool. So, I think that's going to be it for this week.
Pretty much.
Sorry, there's not much.
I believe this one's going up on Snowy's channel, so I guess you'll know where to find him to subscribe and like and all that good stuff. And myself, you can find at youtube.com/gamingftl.
Well, we'll catch you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.